Bonjour everybody, welcome to Paris. I'm today in the 6th arrondissement in the Jardins de Luxembourg. I'll just show you right behind me. Some people may recognise this. Unfortunately this is as good as we're going to get. This is the Fontaine Medici. It's been under restoration for quite a while now. So finally it's actually uncovered. So see if we can get that clear. Okay. So just a quick shot of that, and it's just probably the noise from here in the background. Okay. So I had one person logged in, and that would be Judy, I'm assuming. Give us a wave. So welcome again. We are in the Jardins de Luxembourg in the 6th arrondissement. We have two people here. Say hi. Okay, I have just shown the Fontaine de Medici. I'm just turning my camera around. So the fountain's been under restoration for quite a long time, almost all the year. Yes, even last year it was still being restored. So there's actually nothing in there at the moment. Hi Judy, hi there Sally, lovely to see you both. So just in terms of geography, we have the Panthéon just down here. So that's Avenue Soufflot. That's the main one that you come down from Boulevard Saint-Michel. Okay, so that's the 5th arrondissement there. So we're right on the border of the 5th arrondissement and we're in the 6th. Hi Terry, how are you today? Okay, so we're next to the Sena, which is over here. So the French government is organised into two houses. We have the Assemblée Nationale, which is over by the Place de la Concorde, and then you have the Sena, which is behind us there. So we're going to go for a quick walk through the gardens. They're big gardens. They're bigger than the Cemetery Montparnasse. So we saw last time I was going through there that we didn't get to see much. We had to race our way through. This is a Café de Madame, La Terrasse de Madame. Lovely little cafe. I know this is a favourite of my friend Anne Beckinsale in Rusa. So it's going to be, well, it's open for takeaway at the moment, but can't wait for it to be open next week. A lot of exciting stuff. Got all the seats up ready. We have a bandstand over there, which is a great place for people who want to do things outside in a covered area. Okay, so racing through. So the Sena has been been here since, well, it started back in Napoleon's time, but officially the Sena, as we know today, has been there since 1958. That was the 5th Republic that was set up by Charles de Gaulle when he was president. Okay. One of the big features of Jardins de Luxembourg is all of their beautiful statues. So here, around in an arc around the main garden, we have all of the queens of France. Part of the garden is shut off, so we can't actually go down there, but we're not going that way anyway. So if you like following monarchy, the French monarchy, like I do, it's neat to come around and have a look at all the queens all lined up. Alright, so we're going down to the central garden here, and the pond that's in front of it. Going down these beautiful steps. The garden is looking lovely at the moment, being springtime. Get a nice little view of, oh, there's a little place for the Eiffel Tower over there. Okay, so you can see where we are in terms of the Eiffel Tower. There's the Sena. And there's Tour Montparnasse. So if you were watching our cemetery tour the other day, the cemetery is right next to the Tour Montparnasse. Your commentary is always interesting. Thank you. Well, thank you, Judy. I appreciate that. Please excuse me if I babble, because I do tend to babble. Okay. The flowers are so beautiful at the moment. Even the daisies on the lawns look just gorgeous, I think. So it's actually really busy today. Lots of people out. There's always a lot of people doing exercise here, because we still have gyms closed since they've been closed since forever, like at least 6 months. A lot of sports people are doing all of their exercise outdoors. So they come to these big parks to do it. Right over here, this is across from the Sénat. Those two towers we see there are actually Église Saint-Sulpice, and I can hear the bells ringing. I think it's from there. I'm trying to head over there, but I don't know if we'll have the time, so we'll just see how we go. Okay, let's zoom out. French sirens, yeah. Okay, so this end here, it looks down towards Port Royal. I'll try not to take photos of people. Probably feel very self-conscious. Okay, so we'll come over here. Okay, the sky's turning grey, so it might start raining on me. Okay, so down in this direction here, that's the Observatoire de Paris, the French, the Paris Observatory. So that's at Port Royal, and Port Royal is at the end of Avenue d'Enfer Rochereau. So when we were walking through d'Enfer Rochereau, that's basically where that is. So just to give you a sense of where we are in terms of where we've already been. So we've already been to the Pantheon, which we've just seen back there, and we've already been to Tour Montparnasse, or next to it, and we've been at d'Enfer. So this is kind of in the middle of all those three places. Okay, I probably should have shown you a lovely view of the Sénat here. Sorry, the light's not too great. We're playing peekaboo with the sun today. Sometimes it comes out and then it's as bright and shiny as anything, and then it goes away and then it's really dull. Okay. So the Jardin was started in the 1600s by Marie de Medici, and she was the wife of the king at the time. She was from Florence, and she wanted a palace and a garden just like she had at home. So she had this made. So at the time it was a bit of a foreign style to have these ornate gardens, and so she had it made specially, and it's kind of developed into the French style of gardens, which are all very very angular and organised. So they have these French style gardens here. Okay, but then they also have over in this area more English style gardens, which are more natural looking, which I also enjoy. There's some more queens all along here, and over there. Okay, now we're heading down this way. Obviously we're not going to go all through the whole gardens because it's enormous. Over here, for those people who have kids or who know people who have kids, they have a Haute Garderie. Hi there, Kieran. How are you? Kieran Gay, how are you? This is an Haute Garderie, which is like a daycare. So you can drop your kids off there and they can have fun and be looked after while you go hang out in the gardens. Okay, so there's tennis courts here. Lots of people play tennis. Obviously playgrounds for the kids. There's lots and lots of different playgrounds for the kids all over the place. We have some people over here doing exercise. Like I said, lots of people doing their exercise here nowadays. Lots of covered areas, and the other good thing is that there are quite a few toilets, and That's really good to hear, Jungay, that you are doing well. Yeah, so when you come to a place like this, you need public toilets, which are very few and far between in Paris, so it's good to know that they're here. This is something really strange that I'd like to show you. As a mother of young children, we like to take our kids to the swings. Paris don't do swings, and when they do swings, they do them like this. It's a safety issue. Okay, so you have to pay for your child to go on a swing for maybe 5 minutes. You might pay €1 or something, and they're all fenced off to avoid any accidents, which I totally get, because I have been one of those people involved with swing accidents. There's another cafe over here. This is Teatro De Luxembourg. Okay. There's lots and lots of kids' sandpits, which I will flip around just briefly. Sorry, I hope you don't get seasick from my wobbliness. Right, here we have apparently the largest puppet theatre in France. This is the Teatro De Luxembourg. This was built by a man, and his son is currently running it, although it is shut at the moment. And they do what we would consider, in the English-speaking world, the Punch and Judy shows. Okay, so this is the French version of those. Then over here they have the new park, new playground. This is payant, meaning we have to pay to get in. But it's pretty good. I took my girls in here when it first opened and they really enjoyed it. Never seen that. The puppet. You never seen the puppet theatre? I've never actually been in the puppet theatre. Obviously I've been past this many times, but I've never actually gone in, and I really do think I should. I watched a little documentary about it, and it looked really fascinating. And obviously it's a huge French tradition. You find these theatres everywhere in Paris and in France, I guess. But yeah, I've never actually gone and watched one myself, so I should do that. Also, another very common Parisian tradition is manège. So this one is really cool. They're always pretty anyway, and obviously the kids enjoy them, but this one's extra special because it has this thing here. Now, someone will have to tell me what it's called. Basically, when the kids get on, they're given a stick. And this metal object here, what it does is it has little rings that it's like a little ring dispenser. And so when it looks like a jail. What looks like a jail? The manège or the park? Oh, the swings. Yes, yeah, I think so too. Okay, so this little ring dispenser thing here, as they go around on their horse, they need to, adjusting. They have to poke their stick through the hole. Yes, it's the swings. Yeah, they do. They look like jails. They don't look fun and friendly at all, do they? Yeah, so this, basically they try and catch as many rings, and they get a prize if they catch all the rings, or I guess it's just prize itself if they manage to get them. So anyway, so that's a bit of a special manège. Public toilets, FYI. Okay. So these gardens are huge, and we're basically going through the middle of it. So we're missing all of the bits over here. And remember, there's ornate gardens, and there's English style gardens, and then there's like the apiary and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, there's heaps and heaps to see. You could just wander for ages. Now, I've come this way especially for our American audience, who obviously won't be watching now because it's the wrong time of day for them. But they will see it later, I hope. This is a little statue by a man named Bartholdi, who did the Lion de Belfort, which we saw at Denfert Rochereau the other day. You might recognize her. She's called La Liberté éclairant le monde. And there's a bigger one in New York, I see. The gardens are 23 hectares. They were larger, they were smaller, currently 23 hectares. So yeah, so this is a smaller version, obviously. In fact, do you know how many Statue of Liberties there are in Paris? One of the 8 Statues of Liberty in Paris. 8! Well, I know of 4. Obviously, that's one of them. Can anyone tell me any of the others? I don't know 8, but you tell me as many as you can. So where are they, Kira? Tell me. Okay, I'll go. There's one at 11may2021. One in the 15th. Oh, I can't see your comment, Judy. Okay, so there's the one on the Allée des Cygnes. Yeah, the Swan Island. Thank you, Thomas. Hello, Thomas. Yeah, 11may2021. Yes. There's one in the Musée d'Orsay. And then there's the one that we just saw. So that's the 4 that I know of. And I'm very, very happy to hear where the other 4 are, because maybe we could do a little trail. One on a boat in the Seine. Oh really? Which boat's that? More tennis. Okay. Trying to get to the quickest exit to get out of the gardens. I know we've only just got to the gardens, but isn't it nice to hear the ping pong of the tennis balls? Really, let's look it up. Great idea. And I read, well, I haven't been to the one in New York, so I won't say for first hand. I'm sure there are people who have. But doesn't she have chains around her feet? Is that correct? Okay. Loving the bird calls. Merci. Yeah, it's just lovely. It is funny to hear different birds, isn't it? Here's another public toilet. I must say it is extremely pleasant to come to well cared for public toilets. You have no idea how appreciated that is. So we have lots of, this is the orangerie, I believe. So they keep all of their palm trees, etc. inside here. Keep them nice and safe during the winter months. Okay, so we're heading out, and the reason we are heading out is just because I want to show you the Museum de Luxembourg, which is technically this building that we're walking next to now. I might be a bit cheeky and go for just a little bit longer than 15 minutes, because we've already actually gone 15 minutes. So I was very keen on going to the Man Ray exhibition. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm so excited. This is the terrace that they're opening for Angelina. So Angelina, if you don't know, is a very famous cafe in Paris, and they have several locations around Paris. This one here I've not been to, but it looks like they're setting up their terrace, which is so exciting. And here is the Musée de Luxembourg, which I really wanted to go to the Man Ray exhibition, but I missed out because it was during the, it'd all been shut. So, going to cross over. This obviously doesn't look very pretty. So we've technically left the Musée de Luxembourg. So this is Rue Vaugirard, and we're just going down Rue Ferrou. Yes, I know. Let's go, Terry. Let's go down to the museum when it opens. How about that? Love Man Ray. I know, and I so wanted to go to that exhibition, and I'm really gutted that I missed it because the museums were all shut. So hopefully it comes back or something. I love this street too, and this is why I wanted to come down here. I will finish here, so don't panic, Judy, I won't be much longer. This used to be a hotel, this building here. I know that F. Scott Fitzgerald and Zelda Fitzgerald and Papa stayed here. And I also know that Man Ray used to live in this apartment here. So for Kieran Gay. Oh, thank you, Terry. I'm pleased you're enjoying the walk. So yes, Man Ray used to live in this apartment here. Right here. 2B. Rue Ferrou. Now, the very special thing about this street here is this. So down this street is a poem. It's been written up on the wall. And this is a poem by Arthur Rimbaud, very significant French poet. I started reading it, and his work is really quite powerful, and I can't believe he was how old was he when he wrote it? 17 years old when he wrote this poem. It's crazy. He had such immense depth and talent. So it's called Le Bateau Ivre by Arthur Rimbaud. And it's fantastic. And he actually wrote this poem at a cafe just over here. I took a photo of it earlier, so I will post that when I post my photos. So our ending place is here at Saint-Sulpice. Now I will go into Saint-Sulpice, I will take some photos, so if there's anything you want to see at Saint-Sulpice, let me know, but I will go in and take some photos shortly. And we have the fountain in front of Saint-Sulpice, which is beautiful as always. And the cafe is just on the opposite corner. The cafe where Rimbaud wrote this beautiful poem. So anyway, I will flip the camera around and say thank you for joining me. It was wonderful to have you come along with me, and for those of you who are watching it later, hi, and I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, so I want to let you know next session that I will be doing myself will be on Friday. Something very special, so I hope you can join me 10:30 French time Friday. And then the following week on the 19th of May I'm going to be going to a cafe for the first time in 6 months, so I'm so excited about that, and I want to take you along with me. So this Friday, but also next Wednesday on the 19th. So I look forward to seeing you all then. Thank you again. I'll leave you with this final look of Saint-Sulpice. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Thank you for joining. Bye.